gives me much pleasure to be here this morning. You know, this is for the first time we've had a Fijian tourism expo. We've had various other variations of it, but never have we had a Fijian tourism expo. And I'd like to echo the sentiments of the Permanent Secretary, who is also the chair, about the wonderful beginning we've had to this expo. And I'd like to thank Pacific Destinations for that. James Soane, who is our MC, very capable MC, is of course the next ex-Marisol boy, which I am also ex-Marisol. It's time we all clap for the school. But James also, ladies and gentlemen, and this is to capture essentially what is happening in Fiji. There's a tremendous change in Fiji that has taken place over the past 4 to 5 years in particular. Apart from the tourism industry that has now received unprecedented funding of $23.5 million now consistently for about 5 years, we've had enormous strides made in the tourism industry, but overall as a country, as a nation, we have made enormous changes. And James, I don't want to put him on the spot, but he epitomizes those changes that have taken place. Apart from managing Pacific Destinations, is also one of our few electoral commissioners. And they are preparing for the elections that will take place in Fiji. For the first time under a truly democratic system. I have to make this plug because it is very, very important. Because for any nation to mature, any nation to be able to have a sustained tourism industry, a sustained economy, peace and stability, we must be able to have the fundamentals in place. And what he signifies today, and what the work that his commission is doing, and the elections that we'll be having, in fact, is the pinnacle of that. So there are some very positive changes taking place. The fact that you have on the stage today a celebration at a tourism industry expo of all the different ethnic groups, the different cultures, the different traditions, is unprecedented also. You would have never seen this happen before in Fiji. It is unprecedented. And from one perspective, at a socio-political level, that's fine, but commercially it also makes sense too. Because Fiji is not only about the sun and the sand, and of course now we have diving, we have weddings, we have a bit of adventure taking place, we have visits to the villages, but it's also exploiting, getting to know the place to its core. And what better way to know its core than to know the youth of Fiji? They signify the future of Fiji. They signify a representation of Fiji that you probably do not necessarily see in the tourism brochures, which we want to see in the tourism brochures going forward. So ladies and gentlemen, I think it is very important also for me to highlight, apart from the socio-economic and political issues that are taking place, the very significant, and I think as stakeholders you need to be aware of this, in particular those of you who are buying our products, those of you who are investing in Fiji, those of you investing in the products in Fiji. We have, for example, now, again unprecedented, made education in Fiji completely free up to year 13, or year 12 as you have in Australia. Up to year 13, completely free. Tertiary education now, if you get a place in a university, if you're not one of the top 600 students, you get your tertiary education paid for in any case by government. And you pay that back once you have a reasonable job, which you can repay the loan. Soft loan, no interest rate for low-income earners, only up to 2% for those at the top end. Dixon Sito, again, tourism person. He's the chairman of the board that actually vets all these applications. So the reason why I'm highlighting this to you is that it is critical because in 5 years' time, we should not have any child that comes out of school without at least a year 13 education. What does that mean for the tourism industry? What does that mean for somebody who gets out of high school and is able to go and get a course, complete a course at tertiary level in hospitality and catering? So it lifts up the game. And this is the investment that we are making, and I think it is very important for us to be aware of that. We want those staff over here in these hotels who are working, if they want to be able to go back to school, they want to go back to university, they should be able to do that, and we should be able to assist in that. So there is these changes that are taking place, and I think we all need to be aware of that. And this is an important piece of information that you should know as stakeholders, those of you who are coming to Fiji and investing in Fiji. I'd like to also very quickly and lastly highlight, because I'm sure you all want to go and meet all your various products and have your meetings, etc. I'd like to highlight very quickly this. This represents the very successful Buy Fijian and Made in Fiji campaign that we've got. Fijian-made products are now certified. This is an authentic Fijian necklace. It's made by women up in the Singatoka Valley. It's made out of clay that's from Fiji. It's made by women who are from Fiji. Everything is Fijian. Some of the bigger stores probably will not like me for saying this, but some of the stores you walk down in Nandi, the shell necklaces you buy come from Philippines. They're not Fijian. So what we have started, we have now started authenticating Fijian crafted products. And you will see in Fiji Airways, they run our documentary or very short movie on the authentication process and to encourage you to buy this. Please do so. It is very, very important. Because for us, tourism is not simply people coming in, staying at the hotels, using the taxis, using the boats, etc. But we want them to be able to spend their money, spend their dollar, and I'm being frank, in the right Fijian products. As long as they're Fijian products. You'll find the women outside, you'll find the men outside, wonderful artisans. They are applying their skills. You will see what they're doing. Please be aware of that. I'm also requesting all the hotel industry people too. I'm sure that the tourist that walks into in one of your rooms would like authentic jewelry, authentic piece of handicraft, as opposed to something that's important. We have now embarked on this campaign for the past 3-4 years. It's working wonderfully. We'll be embarking on another second phase of it. We have, as the PS has highlighted, very soon commencing, we've got the chairman of AFL over here, Airports Fiji Limited. We are investing in excess of about over 70 million Fijian dollars in the upgrade of the airport to ensure that the airport is able to cater for the numbers, to provide more luxury, provide more facilities. Around about July or so of this year, we are beginning the 4-laning of the road coming out of Nandi Airport to ensure a person who jumps on a plane in Sydney at 6 a.m. in the morning is able to drink pina coladas on the beach here by midday. We don't want them to think they're leaving Australia. Well, we do want them to feel that, but we want them to make it as easy as possible for them. So they are able to use the maximum amount of time in Fiji. So there's a number of initiatives that have been put in place. Through the PS, we've also had the Bula Fiji program where, for example, you are now assessing our frontliners as in the immigration, the customs, the biosecurity, all those, the border police, etc. We want you to tell your customers to provide that assessments to us. It is very, very important to us because we want the Fijian experience to start. Obviously, it starts on Fiji Airways, but we don't want that to be there to be elapsed as soon as you can stand before an immigration officer. So we are investing a lot of time and effort and energy. We want to work together with you. We look forward to working with you. Please give your suggestions. We do not have the perfect solution to everything. I'm sure the CEO of Tourism Fiji, all the other stakeholders here, the PS, will all want to listen to your input because this is a partnership, it's a collaboration. And that collaboration should be beneficial for all of us. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish you all a very, very good morning and a wonderful next 2 or 3 days. Binaka, thank you.
So Tabiuni is here, and then you go this way to Buddha Bay.
Yeah? Where are you?
We're here.
20 kilometres before Buddha Bay.
Yeah.
It's finished.
Yeah.
So it's only got another 20 kilometres to go.
Which they're not going to do as yet.
But from Sabu Sabu, it used to be a 3-hour trip. Now it's a 55 minutes. My taxi did it in. That's great. You know?
I came the last time I came, we came to see some draft constitution.
Right, yeah.
And it's sort of went up to the sort of town area and then spent the day and then caught the boat out back to
Nice to meet you.
You do scuba diving?
Yes, we do everything on Tavyuni. We are the first time.
So this is the Tavyuni Tourism Association?
Yes, and the first time that we have a booth as a tourism association, and we try to get visibility for Tavyuni. You know, we are here to represent the whole island.
So with the cost of participating now is so low that many people can participate rather than before it was just the big boys.
The small family places and all the backpacker places, and we try to advertise everything. You know, we have a website that we try to push more.
PureTavyuni.com.
Yes, please take this as like a bookmark.
We've actually had the PM out a couple of times. He just opened our school just recently.
Yes. I haven't been up there, but I've flown over there. You know when we bought the third.